Hmm.
Hey guys, we're doing this live for the first time ever. How do you feel about that?
S- Second time, if we're being exact, second time.
Why you got to tell people these things?
The
You-
first one will never be seen. How you doing? You guys see anything this weekend?
I did. I saw The Smashing Machine this weekend. The box office bud was the only one to see The Smashing Machine. Rock turned into Dwayne Johnson, the actor, and I thought it was a fantastic flick that many of you should see. I can believe it only made 6 million at the box office. I can't believe more people I know haven't seen it because it's truly an acting movie. I liked it a lot.
Wow, that's very different from what you said last week.
Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, I will gladly admit when I am wrong. I thought it was going to be a POS movie, and I didn't believe The Rock could pull it off. He pulled it off. I have a lot of notes about the actual movie itself. I have a lot of notes about how the movie was made. I think it's the best Safdie movie that I've seen, asterisk,
Wow.
and it's definitely the best Dwayne Johnson movie. If he gets nominated for anything, I won't scoff. I think he's deserved to be in the conversation. It's that good of a performance, and a performance I did not think previously was in him.
Yeah, he
Deserve
really
it,
turned you
huh?
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Wow.
buying it. Not buying it.
Yeah,
I
oh,
haven't seen it yet, but I'm not buying it.
But yeah, fair. I wasn't buying it either. I went to it so I could successfully come on this podcast and bash it. That's
I
that's
totally
why
thought you
I
were
went
gonna
to
do
see it.
that no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah. No,
But you think
again,
Oscar
like
nom for Dwayne? Are we
I
calling
think
him
it's an
Dwayne now that he's acting? Is he no
that's the
You
thing.
longer
have
The
to.
Rock?
I
Yeah,
think you have to, right?
he deserves it. Like this was the first time I saw Dwayne Johnson in a movie. It was that different of a performance. And I was actually talking about this last night. With The Rock was such a mythical WWE figure, not because he was the most talented, not because he was the best in the ring. He definitely was the most charismatic, but he didn't start off that way. The Rock succeeded in the WWE because he was a maniacal MFer that couldn't let anyone defeat him. This man, you cannot take away anything from him talking about putting in the work to get better, to be that guy, to be the one that cannot be defeated. And I really think he went into this whole blockbuster role, made oodles and oodles of dollars, never like his generations of The Rock's family will be okay financially
For
because of
sure.
everything The Rock's done. But I do think he heard the boo birds. I do think he saw Dave Batista and even John Cena out there actually being actors. And I do think he sat there and tried to refigure his entire career over the past few years here because I think he really wants to be known. He can't not be the best at what he does. And he's never going to be Daniel Day-Lewis, but he can be the best wrestler turned actor in his mind. And I really think this he put in the work and did this. And the first move is Smashing Machine. I think this is going to change the trajectory of The Rock for the next 10 years of our lives. I really do.
Wow.
Probably. Probably. I
Yeah.
mean, look, I fully respect somebody getting paid. Like he was an action star. He's one of the hardest working people in Hollywood, they say. But I've never once in my life thought it was possible for him to be able to hold down a film in a true fashion, actually have some emotional depth. And even in the trailer, you see it. Like I know I'm talking shit, but I'm not surprised to hear that this role is his sort of like breakout actor driven true, tried and true role. Like there's no one else who could play this role. That's of course so obvious unless you got somebody who wasn't an actor before. Um and like, yeah, he's a mountain of a man. And it's fascinating to me that he's like really slimmed down. He's going the Dave Batista route, and he like lost a good like 100 pounds from the movie after too. He's like trying to like shed the rock, if you will, and like build back up Dwayne Johnson. It's interesting.
That is
Yeah, and
interesting.
as a guy who again watched The Rock's entire career in wrestling, I was a huge wrestling fan at that time. And even when he's come back recently to the world of wrestling, he still has the Rockisms. There's stuff he does in the ring, the way he walks, the way he holds himself, the way he does certain moves. When you see him in this UFC battle, he is in the ring. He is in wrestling gear. He easily could just naturally do The Rock's movements. It's a different person. Like it's a different human being in that ring. It's not
I love that.
I will say I have a lot of notes about The Rock versus what the actual guy did in the ring. Like they're not.
I don't know much about the original story.
Put it this way, after you see the movie and then you go see highlights of this man's actual UFC action, you'll be like, okay, that's not the same person because the actual human was so good at UFC. He was like the best athlete in the world. He was bouncing around. He was giant, but
Sure.
also it doesn't matter. The Rock was so much different from The Rock in WWE. The only time where The Rock pulled something out that I was like, that's The Rock. There's a moment where they're singing the Star Spangled Banner and he looks to someone, he taps his forearm as if to say, I have goosebumps. And that is a classic Rock move in WWE where he like taps his thing when he has goosebumps. And at that moment, I was like, all right, come on. Like, we don't need to. Come on, buddy. We didn't need that added on. But hey, if that's the only moment where you get checked out of the movie and you realize you're watching an actor, then I'll let it pass. Because the rest of it, I truly was lost. I thought he was genuinely a different person. I was very happy.
Wow,
I
it
love to
sounds
hear
like I
that.
already know the answer, but last week we talked about top three rock movies. Does this crack the top three?
This is top one. This is top
Oh
one.
my God,
Bet
really?
better than the rundown, better than anything else we put on there.
Better than
This
the
is top one.
rundown.
Yeah,
No.
this is top one. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cheese, did you see anything this weekend?
I didn't, but I did listen to the Taylor Swift album, and then it made me not want to go see the movie. Uh,
Well, let's talk about Taylor Swift for a second, just because she ruled the box office this weekend. I mean,
Unbelievable.
another concert movie just taking number one away from anything that could have competed. Of course, it would have been one battle after another for the
Yeah,
second week a row, and not any of the new movies.
it's
But
insane.
did you like? Did you listen to the Taylor Swift album, Tony?
No. Um, I will say, when I went to see Smashing Machine, there was oodles of people literally lined up at the door to see the Taylor Swift movie, and there
I'm
was
not
a
surprised.
person from ET there doing interviews. There was a lady who had like one of the dresses she wore in a case that people go take pictures with. Whoever set this up, the PR work on this was immaculate because this album reportedly stinks, and yet if you read all the reviews out there, people are loving it. So something's off, Alche.
Guys, I tried. I tried so hard. Uh, I really like her as a person. I'm a fan of Travis Kelce, kind of. Uh, and, I wish them the best, but I cannot understand why people are like why there is such a split of like this album is horrendous or this album is the greatest thing ever because it is terrible. It is a snooze fest. I almost fell asleep in the grocery store listening to it. It was
Yeah,
so
there's no
boring.
bop. There's no bop
There's
on it. I've liked the last two albums, and I did not like this one. But I'm not surprised that it did well at the box office again.
of course not.
Which I believe, my understanding is that that's a deal she has specifically with AMC theaters.
Hmm.
So
Unbelievable.
that's a great deal for them. That's a
And like
great
just
exclusive film.
AMC and she was still able to make $30 million. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, they those her, what do you call them, tour movies,
Hmm.
her
I would call it that,
stage
yeah.
movies are, they just do well, and they're usually only in theaters for one weekend, and they just take all the money.
It's
Do you
unbelievable.
guys think it's okay that since we're just chatting here and we would chat the same way we would chat in our group chat, the text thread, and I am definitely on the anti-platform when it comes to this next subject, but do you guys feel any sort of way about the amount of AI that was used in this Taylor Swift movie?
I wasn't even aware that there was AI used in the Taylor Swift movie. What
Yeah.
what did she use AI for?
The specifics, I have not seen the movie
Just
myself,
visuals or
but
something?
there's a lot of rumored AI usage in this movie and the promotional material surrounding this movie. I mean, it's hard to get a full-length movie out there on an album that has just been released, and sometimes you gotta get the right stuff put in there. And a billionaire beyond belief using AI to make this work, so she can make more money at movie theaters is, that's the world we got right now.
Is that how she has like the multiples of herself and all that kind of shit, I imagine,
Probably.
in these shots? Um, I don't love it considering that, to me, music should be a true live experience, but this is a film. Like, I mean, we're in a world where this is going to be happening more and more. and I don't want to embrace it. I don't want to put it in anything I do, but I won't be surprised when people utilize it. Like,
It bothers me less in this particular context than if it were like a Hollywood film that had been made with a crew and all those things, and then they used AI to like get rid of those people. But in this particular case, where it's kind of like a one woman show,
yeah,
I'm
she,
taking that away. I'm taking that away. She has more money than an indie studio, Kellerman.
but that's
that's true.
not the point. Everything is generated by her.
No, she has
She
a whole
creates the
team.
music,
She
she
hires a
created
whole
the
team.
idea for the visuals, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
She has, I would understand if it was like, I don't know, insert random indie act here making it happen, but she is literally like she has a higher GDP than most countries.
Sure,
Okay. She can
she could
afford to
have.
pay the artists
You're
to
right.
make this
You
work.
are correct. You're right. You're right. Well, all right. Well, then I guess I don't give it that caveat
Yeah, fuck
and
that. Fuck her
fuck
then.
that and fuck her.
As for
I
the
saw.
album,
Okay,
sorry,
go ahead.
as for
No, no,
the
go ahead.
album, before we go off on Taylor Swift and we move on, just so we can get more people angry, as for the album and for the music surrounding it, I will just say that each of us, everyone, is a product of our environment. It's the only thing I'll say.
Fair.
Ooh,
Fair.
wow. I don't know what that means.
It means
Good.
she's an out of touch billionaire. That's how I
I
take it.
understand. I get it.
Um, I saw Good Boy,
You
which
did.
was number 9 at the theater this week,
Woo!
having only made just over $2 million, which is
Terrible.
not great, but it was also shot for almost no money. As a matter of fact,
Mhm.
after the movie, there was a little featurette, if you will, of the director and the dog, who's the main character,
Oh,
talking
featurette.
about how he had spent 3 years, just him, his wife, and his dog, and filming this movie in his house, basically.
That's awesome.
And while it was good, I really appreciate a good, fresh, unique horror movie, and I would say this is that, but it did not deliver on what I felt it had promised with the premise, because the idea, if you don't know, this is a horror movie told entirely from the dog's perspective, and the dog is the main
It's
character.
really cool. Really cool
It's a
idea.
great idea, and the dog, people talk about it being a good actor. It was a dog. It was reacting to people. I can hear that. You can't hear the squeeze toy behind the camera, but you can tell it's a dog. Um, but the editing is what I would actually attribute the good performance to. They got the take they needed to portray like the emotions in the dog. For me, it had kind of promised itself to be like, everybody knows the feeling of a dog barking at an empty corner, and you're like, what's there? What can't
Yeah.
I see? And there is
Everyone knows that
almost
feeling.
that is projected as the premise of this
Huh.
film, of the whole impetus of where the idea came from, and that's
Interesting.
practically not present at all in the film. Most of the film is the dog having nightmares, and
Oh.
there's it gets a little muddled because there's a ghost that it sees, but then there's also a ghost dog that is showing him things. It honestly, as much as I really wanted to love this movie, a lot of it did not work for me. But here's the best part about it: 75 minutes long, just
Boom.
over an hour, in and out. As soon as you like get it, it's over and you feel complete. The worst part of the movie, and I'm going to spoil it right now. If anybody, I won't spoil anything plot wise, but I am going to tell you the title of this movie is Good Boy, and the very last line of the movie was Good Dog,
Oh. Oh.
which I felt was a huge
So,
misstep.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine so. Did you like the movie? You seem to hate it.
No, I didn't hate it. I liked it enough. I like it for what it is, which is an extremely low budget passion project that is unique and fun and deserves a place. I'm sure that it will inspire better horror movies in the future. But
Okay.
it didn't give me what I wanted to feel satisfied. So,
And
for me
not
personally, a little bit of a miss.
and not a good dog actor, huh?
He was fine. Even the director in the featurette at the end is like, we just told him to look over here, and it took us 100 tries, but we got it.
Yeah.
I'm just taking notes on the side here. Kellerman pro AI, anti-dog. Got it.
Pro AI
Wow, I guess I
anti-dog.
am the villain in the group.
You could
Speaking of
be.
villains, can we talk about Jared Leto?
Ooh, one of the most
We could talk
villainous
about Jared
actors there
Leto. I
is.
don't know if you want. I don't know if you could talk about Jared Leto.
Leto,
Oh,
Leto,
which is
doesn't
correct?
matter. Who
I
cares?
don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
Tell us
He
in the
is.
comments, Leto or
I'm
Leto.
I'm sure the Leto Leto cult will come after us. It doesn't matter. He is in another movie, Tron Ares, coming out this weekend. It's part of our box office fantasy league. Ben Rosen, who still somehow we have to talk about in our box office fantasy league. This is his second to last movie, maybe. Yeah, second to last movie. The recent Tron made a lot of money. Okay, I think it was 44 million opening. Tron Ares, coming out 72 years after the 72-year remake of Tron, is now the biggest movie coming out this weekend, and I have no idea what to expect from it.
I
Um,
think it's gonna be ass on ass.
yeah, you're right that the last one made for just I have facts here as a matter of fact. Let me just tell you. The original Tron, it came out in 1982 with a $4 million opening and eventually grossed a total of $33 million worldwide on a $17 million budget, which is a shockingly low budget if you know how much work went into creating the original special effects for the original film,
Yeah,
where they're like hand painting every frame. I can't believe it was only a $17 million budget, although for the time that was probably pretty high.
there was just
Tron
one old guy
Legacy,
in the back doing the Toy Story 2.
right?
You can't rush
Right.
art.
The Tron Legacy came out in 2010 with a $44 million opening and a $400 million worldwide total. That was up against a $170 million budget. So again, it doubled its budget. This movie, I just rewatched both of those to prepare for this one, and
Oh my God.
I'm not a big Tron fan. I never was. I was really shocked when they remade or made a sequel, requel, whatever you want to call it, in 2010. And while I think that that one was better than the original, or at least I enjoy it more than the original, they're not great. They're not
No,
great, and
no,
they I don't want to say rip off, but almost everything in the most recent Tron movie was present in so many other sci-fi movies at the time.
Nobody
We're going like,
cares.
"Oh, that's the Matrix. Oh, that's, it's just all over the place." Um Visually it's cool. But I'll tell you this, even having just watched them and not really liking them, I think this new one looks awesome. I
You
do.
know
I'm
why it
sorry.
looks awesome? Do you know why it looks awesome?
Why?
It's one reason and one reason alone.
Jared
They
Leto?
found something.
Oh.
No, God, no. I mean, Jared Leto's fine. He doesn't really like do it for me at all, but he's fine. Uh, that motorcycle's cool. That
The light
motorcycle's cool.
cycle. The light
The light
cycles,
cycle's
you can't
very
beat it.
cool, and it's the only thing redeeming about this movie. Splitting a light cycle in half.
As long as there's no cartoon Jeff Bridges like in the last one, that was the most jarring part of the previous of Tron Legacy was the cartoon version of him. But honestly, I think the idea of Tron coming out into the real world is makes this more interesting of a premise than any of either of the other Trons.
I guess if you care about that sort of thing, there are so many better movies coming out this weekend. There are 3 movies I would rather see than Tron Ares.
Coming out this weekend?
Coming out this weekend, all 3 of the movies other than Tron Ares, I am excited to see.
Well, before we talk about those, Tony, was there something you wanted to say about Tron Ares?
No,
I'm a-okay moving on from Tron Ares because I think the most damning thing you said, Kellerman, in your whole spiel was that the most recent Tron came out in 2010. That's 15 years ago, and we're still bringing back a sequel to Tron. Do I have to have seen the first Tron? Do I have to have seen the 2010 Tron to see this movie? Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
You
It is
probably do.
okay to let IP die. All right. Nobody gives a shit about Tron. Nobody gives a shit. You know what
Whoa, I
else
got, I
had?
got way too excited
his
there.
body is getting so upset.
You know what else had visual elements coming into the real world and destroying a city? Pixels. And that's
Mm,
what I assume Tron
that's
Ares is
bad.
going to be as good as. I will never see this movie. I think it's a piece of crap, and I think it's a good chance it's Jared Leto's worst movie. Now, I'll put it that way. But yeah,
You
we can
know,
move on. We can
now
move on
that you
fast.
mention it, the Pixels trailer, because I never saw the movie, the Pixels trailer is strikingly similar to the
Yes,
Tron
they're still
Ares
stealing shit.
trailer.
There is nothing new from Tron. That Tron was never new to begin with. It is not even like people in the 80s didn't like Tron, and we still brought it back because it was on a Wheaties box once. It's a piece of shit movie with a piece of shit IP. I hate it. I hate it.
I
Wow.
mean, sure, 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 sure,
Strong
sure.
hate for Tron.
Strong hate. I mean, do you well, going to Jared Leto is did you like Jared Leto, Kellerman? Are you a Jared Leto
I
stan?
think Jared Leto, I would certainly not call myself a stan, but I think he's an interesting character actor. I think it's really,
If the interesting part is just being as weird as you can all the time, sure. We listen. Me and Alche went to school for acting, not to brag. That's nothing to brag about, but it means we've met a lot of actors in our lives. A lot of people who really wanted to make drama their full-time job moving forward. And there are a specific group of that specific group of people that are the weird ones of the bunch. Jared Leto is the king of that crowd.
100%.
He is the weirdest person in the room purposefully. This is not who he actively chooses to be the weirdest person all the time, and it's in every choice he ever makes in every film. It's like, how can I do this uniquely? And that's what Jared Leto does all the time. He sucks. He
Well,
stinks, and I don't want to see him.
he's not just an Oscar nominated actor. He's also a rock star. So there's a lot of personality contained in that body of his.
Yeah.
Sure. Isn't he was nominated or did he win for Dallas
Dallas
Buyers?
Buyers Club, that's his best movie, but I don't know if he won or whatever, but
He
that's
was
his only
also
role.
great in Lord
Yes,
of
he
War,
won.
which I think he was nominated for. He won for Dallas Buyers Club.
He's an Oscar winner, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, great.
pardon me, Mr. Leto or Leto. Did we decide which one it is?
Leteto.
No.
Thank. Apologies, Mr. Leto. Oscar-winning actor Jared Leto, platinum album performing Jared Leto. I'm not a giant fan, but I have liked a lot of what he's done, and I would even, while I wouldn't call myself a stan, I might even defend his portrayal of the Joker.
Jesus Christ. I'm 30 seconds to leaving this podcast.
Ah, well, you can. It's alive. You can do whatever you want.
Not the movie that he portrays the Joker in, but his portrayal of the Joker, Pimp Joker deserves to be in the pantheon of Jokers, in my opinion. I
The
like
guy
that
who
take.
Kellerman is the purist here. He's the comic purist, and he's talking about Pimp Joker. Okay, okay. There are chinks in your armor.
Sorry.
Um, here's my
Um,
here's
you
my
know,
question.
hold on a second. Just before we move on from that Joker comment, I want to say that I like Heath Ledger's Joker also, which is also an extraordinarily unique version of the Joker.
It is,
Because
but it's
Heath
also
Ledger is an actor.
Jared Leto is an
was.
actor. You may not like him, but you can't say he's not an actor.
He's an Oscar winner.
He people were upset because he was method on the set of Suicide Squad.
You know why he's method? Because he is trying to be the weirdest person in the room every single time. That's what I'm saying. He's not method. He's not an actor.
Do
He's just purposefully weird.
do you have a movie that you do like him in? What do you think is the best Jared
It's
Leto
Dallas Buyers
movie?
Club. It's Dallas Buyers Club.
Is that okay?
That's
Wow.
certainly his best performance. Certainly his best performance.
I don't know if I agree. I actually put
Okay,
Requiem
well,
for a Dream up above
let's do
that.
it. Top three then, Kellerman. What's the top three Jared Leto
I would
movies?
put Requiem for of a Dream above Dallas Buyers Club, personally.
I would say it's in the top three for sure. I love Requiem. I wouldn't necessarily call it a Jared Leto movie, but I love Requiem.
It's more a Jared Leto movie than Dallas Buyers Club is.
Yeah, you
He's
don't
the
get.
lead.
Yeah, fair. That's an
And
ensemble movie, in my opinion.
he doesn't usually play the lead. He is usually a some sort of supporting actor. I think one of his best performances and best movies is Panic Room,
I
which is
love
where I
Panic Room, but
probably first fell in love with him.
he is most certainly not the lead of that movie.
Yeah, I guess that's
That is
true. That's
not a
Jodie
Jared
Foster,
Leto
but he's
movie.
the bad guy. He's the
Yeah,
antagonist.
he's in 7 minutes of that movie.
That's not true. Go back and watch Panic Room. He's in a lot of it, and so are his cornrows. He is a
Let's
main feature of that movie.
let's see how many minutes
You're gonna look. Okay,
in
while you're looking that
Panic
up, I'll throw another
Room.
one out there that I already said, which is Lord of War, which I think is a fantastic film, maybe one of Nicolas Cage's best, and one of Leto's best performances, which I believe he was nominated for.
It's fine.
We're just throwing things out there now. We have no idea what the facts are. I love it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Um,
Google AI, you suck. It's not telling me anything.
all right, well, doesn't matter anyway. Tony, you have nothing to say other than Dallas Buyers Club?
I've been ready to stop talking about Jared Leto for the 15 minutes now.
Blade Runner
Neither of
2045.
us is not a single
I
one of
like
us has
Blade
seen
Runner
this movie.
2045.
He's the worst part of that movie.
I was just about to say the same thing.
He's terrible in that. It's the reason why everyone always says, like, oh man, Blade Runner 20, that was one of my favorite movies of the past 10, 15 years. That movie, every time he's on screen, he takes away from the
Oh my
majesticness of that
God.
movie. Like it is a great flick, except he ruins it. And also, you'll notice this. If you're scrolling through social media, you see all those cinema files that post clips of movies, like great moments in movie making. Every time you see a Blade Runner 2049 clip, Jared Leto is nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
He is
obviously.
nowhere to be found in any one of those clips because he sucks. And I'm done talking about him. Can we move on to the other three movies coming out this weekend?
Girl Interrupted or American Psycho?
Neither of those. He has way less screen time in both of those movies than
All
anything
right, so
else
the
we've
top
talked
three
about.
Jared Leto movies are Dallas Buyers Club, Requiem for a Dream, and insert here The Thin Red Line
Panic Room.
and Panic
It's
Room.
got to be
Okay,
Panic
we're
Room.
Fight
moving
Club.
on from Jared Leto so Tony doesn't have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what are the three
these three
movies coming
movies,
out?
I'm pumped about all of them. They all look good. After the Hunt with Julia
Julia
Roberts
Roberts back? Yeah. Been
and
a
my
minute
main
for
man
her.
Andrew Garfield. I like Andrew Garfield. I think he's very good. And it's Luca Guadagnino, which is the guy who did.
Excellent pronunciation.
Thank you. I aim to
Excelente.
please. I aim to, that's probably not right. He did. What's the movie with the peach and the two
James and the
guys?
Giant.
Nope.
Call Me
Army
by Your Name.
Hammer. Timothy
Call
Chalamet.
Me
Call
by
Me
Your
by Your
Name.
Name. He did that. That was his first big claim to fame. Excellent film. He's a good filmmaker. After the Hunt looks
Yeah.
interesting, and I love Julia Roberts. She's the first person who I would leave my wife for. Maybe. I love Julia Roberts.
Speaking of, Nicole Kidman's back out on the market. I don't know. I don't know if
Oh, that's
anybody's
right.
if anybody's interested. Nicole Kidman's out there. So is
I
Keith
mean, she
Urban
certainly
for our
is. She
female
certainly is.
listeners.
What
Yeah,
else is
love
coming
Nicole
out,
Kidman.
Cheese?
So you got After the Hunt. You got what a wonderful movie coming up. I am very, very excited for. You got Roofman. Roofman looks good.
I
Roofman
agree.
with
Does
what's
it?
his name? Channing Tatum.
Channing
It looks
Tatum.
fun. It looks fun.
Does it?
Channing
Based on a
Tatum.
true story.
Another Peter Dinklage vehicle this year. He's another one of those actors getting just so much work. So much work
I
while nobody else can even be a small role in a Channing Tatum movie.
You know what's interesting about Peter Dinklage? I think he's an exceptional actor when he gets to like express his Shakespeare chops. You think he's a character. He's not a character actor. He's kind of like a leading man
I
in
feel
terms of
differently
like
after seeing him in Toxic Avenger. I got to be honest.
I just
Well,
don't
you
I
didn't
just
see
don't
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see him for the first half of the movie.
Did he
He's
change
not
his
the
voice?
Toxic Avenger the whole time.
Did he have
No,
the
that's actually
nasally
the
thing that you
biggest
wanted?
difference. That's the biggest difference between the original and the remake was no
There you
voice
go.
change.
Further proving my point. Further proving my point. I think he's a great actor. I just don't think he is a
Wonderful
true
actor.
character actor.
I agree. What
And
else is coming
then
out?
the one that I'm most excited about is Kiss of the Spider Woman with J Lo and one of my very good friends, Tonatia, who is in my theater company. And 8 months ago, we were in a lovers' quarrel in a scene in Laguna Beach, doing an immersive theater experience together. And now he's probably going to be nominated for an Oscar. So
Wow, that's pretty
you're
cool.
welcome. You're welcome, huh? He's amazing. They did a worldwide search for this role. They wanted a newcomer to pair with J Lo and
Wow.
Diego Luna, and Worldwide search, he got it, and there's
Worldwide
nothing.
search, and they found him in Los Angeles. You don't say.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Fascinating.
I mean, he's going to be nominated for an Oscar, and I cannot wait to see this movie.
Wow. Well, I also am looking forward to all three of those. Although I got to be honest, Kiss of the Spider Woman is probably what I'm least excited for. Should we do a see it, stream it, skip it for those three?
We sure can. We sure can.
So it
Tony,
sounds
what
like
do you
I
want
know
to
what
see?
you're. Okay, yeah, we'll start with Tony. Good call.
I've seen the trailer for Roofman at least 72 times by now. I'm pretty sure I could recite it by rote, by memory, and because of that, it has sold me off of the movie. So
Oh,
I'm skipping Roofman. I'll wait for someone to tell me I need to go see it. I'm probably seeing Kiss of a Spider Woman because I love musicals. And I think this one's going to be as grand as a musical movie should. So I am excited to see it, even though I'm not a J-Lo fan at all. There's a reason her staff calls her Palo. And then the Stream It movie is going to be the After the Hunt one, just because, it seems like a traditional lovers quarrel acting type movie that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm seeing Kiss of the Spider Woman.
wow.
Stellarman?
Cheese.
No, you go.
Okay, fine. I am going to probably out of these three, I would see Roofman. I love Channing Tatum. I think that I like a lot of the actors in this movie actually, and again, based on a true story, it seems like a fun, lighthearted. There haven't been a lot of sort of grounded comedies this year, so I'm gonna support that, and then I'll probably stream After the Hunt. I again, I also love Julia Roberts, and I haven't seen her in a minute, and I'm very curious to know what has brought her to do this movie and what is, you know, and I like Andrew Garfield, and I imagine that they could have some pretty good chemistry. So that intrigues me more than Kiss of the Spider Woman, which is a remake of an older film, right? And
It's a musical. There was a movie made in 1985, but this is like they're doing it in an incredibly theatrical way. I mean, it's a beautifully heartbreaking tale of like two people in prison who like live through this tale of the Kiss of the Spider Woman, and then they like immerse themselves outside of the jail in many
Oh,
different
so it's
ways. It
like
looks,
Joker 2.
yeah, just like
skipping the
it.
shit out of that one.
No,
And
it's
I
gonna be
like
really good.
musicals, but I got to tell you, you know, terrible title,
No, come
awful,
on, you and your
awful title.
titling. And Roofman is a fucking wonderful title.
At least I know what it's about. If there's not a Spider Woman in this movie,
There is a Spider Woman in this movie.
if
J Lo is the
she
Spider Woman.
if she doesn't shoot webs and swing from tall buildings, then it's a terrible title for a movie.
Well, she's a different Spider
If she
Woman.
doesn't have 8 arms, terrible title for this movie.
She doesn't have 8 arms, but she does have an interesting, experience. She looks interesting, for sure. Uh,
So, what are you seeing and streaming and skipping? Cheese?
I'm seeing Kiss of the Spider Woman. I'm going on
Yeah.
Friday. I'm
Mm.
very excited. I'm seeing it in theaters. Tona's going to be there, and it's going to be very fun. A lot of the theater companies going. It's going to be really special to see him shine on that screen. He's an exceptional actor, and I'm really pumped for him. Uh, the movie I am streaming, oh man, it's tough because I want to see them both. But I'm probably streaming After the Hunt. Like I said, J Lo,
Wow.
Garfield, Simon, J Lo, uh, Julia Roberts, Andrew Garfield. There's a third person in that movie who I can't think of right now. Uh,
So
I'm excited about it. And Roofman,
two skips for Roofman.
I wouldn't skip. I'm probably going to stream it also. After seeing Channing Tatum and Bling twice, I think this dude has a lot more to offer than we knew about. Did you see Bling twice, Tony?
No.
I loved
Dude,
Blink Twice.
Bling twice is an incredible film. Zoe Kravitz directed
Also
it, and
Channing Tatum.
that's what I'm saying. After seeing Channing Tatum, thank you for listening. After seeing Channing Tatum in Bling twice, I think he has a lot more to give in
Sorry.
films, and he's
I
a
hear
deeper
Blink Twice and
actor.
I think Christian Slater. Shout out Christian Slater.
He's still
Sure.
trying to find a Jared Leto movie to add to the top three.
Yeah, for sure. So that's my 2 cents. Do you guys think Tron Ares is going to make any money? Do we actually think this is going to make money?
I think
I
it's going
hope
to make a
not.
ton of money.
I hope
A
not.
ton?
I,
What's a
I
ton?
Well, I don't know. Should we do? Give me an over underline. Aren't we? Are we doing
Well,
that this week?
no, no, no. Oh, give me your worldwide prediction first of what you think
Well,
Tron
okay.
Ares
The
is going to
last one
make.
made 400 million.
Yeah.
There's not.
nowhere close.
I
Nowhere
would
close
say
to 400 million.
it opened at 44 million.
Nowhere
Um,
close to 44. Ugh.
I don't know. There's not. I would say even though I want to see those other movies, I would not say that it has a lot of competition.
No, I
So,
agree.
I mean, it could. I think it could do somewhere around the previous. Gosh, does it do more though?
No
I doubt it.
way.
I doubt it. Yeah, I would say worldwide total ends somewhere around between 300 and 400 million.
No way. No
300 and
chance.
400.
I think it'll get close to the previous one, but not quite do it like a lot of other sequels this year.
No chance. So this is if anything has been taught to us this year, IP does not guarantee success. We've
It's
seen
true.
so many of these IPs just fall flat on their face. One of the best ones is Freakier Friday, and that barely made over 150. There's no chance this movie hits 200 million worldwide. There's no
Wow.
chance this movie makes 25 opening weekend. I haven't looked at any previews, any predictions, any
All right.
ranges. I
Well,
don't care. I'm going hard under on whatever number you give
okay.
me.
I think that's crazy. I think it is going to make $250 million. I don't think it's going to be like that big of a bomb. Uh, the over under for this that I've seen that makes sense for domestic opening weekend is I wrote it down. Suspense, suspense,
By the way, I was the only
suspense.
one who won last week. Add another win to the tally.
Oh, that's right. I thought that Smashing Machine would make over 19 million. Didn't even
I
come
made
close.
6.
Didn't even fucking come
All
close.
I,
right.
Didn't even
I
make
was one of
half.
those 6. I was one of those
I
6.
I didn't realize that Taylor Swift would sweep the whole weekend. Yeah,
Taylor Swift would, of course, sweep the whole weekend. She's Taylor effing Swift.
I really didn't
The-
see that coming.
All right. So Tron Ares, I think, is making around $250 million. The domestic opening weekend over under for Tron Ares, I think, makes the most sense at $43
Oh
million.
God, no way. Under. I'll go under double that. I'll go under half of that total.
Shit.
Under half.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I also am going to go over, or sorry, I'm going to go under, but I think that Tony should be docked if it makes more than half of the under.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm just gonna go Oppo. There's nothing else big budget happening right now. I mean,
It's true. And Taylor's gone.
is she? She's always
She was the one
she's ever
weekend. I
present.
mean, the movie is not in theaters this weekend.
I'm
Gosh,
going
it
over.
really could. 40 over 43?
I'm going over 43.
I
I'm
really
going over
think
43.
42 is like an
I don't
absolute
think it's gonna be
max.
good, but I think it's gonna be like fine enough that people are like, yeah, sci-fi, light cycle, Jared Leto, Jared
Again, I
Leto.
think it looks cool. I think it's going to make money. I guess if I expect it to make over 300 million, it probably is going to have to do over 40 in its first weekend.
We'll never hear the end of it if it does, because Ben,
It would be
I
the only
shit.
thing he has to
I guess
hang
I
on to.
personally shit on Ben quite a bit. So my bad, but we'll see. We'll see.
All
What are we
right,
talking about
well,
next week?
I guess we should wrap it up. Yeah, next week, what's coming out?
Nobody knows.
Let's see.
Maybe
Let's see.
Demon
Hold on.
Slayer finally in China. It can finally make the rest of its money.
Hold on.
Oh, is
Hold
Demon Slayer not out
on.
in China yet?
According to Henry, I haven't looked up to fact check him. The man's going to win the league by $1 billion.
Jeez.
My
It
Yeah.
only
just
hope,
might.
my only hope, because I'm pretty certain I'm going to lose now. But my only hope is that the winner is. My only hope is Henry makes so much money that he wins without Alche getting the indie bonus. Because if Alche gets the indie bonus and wins because of that, I'm genuinely thinking I'm going to quit the league.
Oh,
You better believe it,
okay.
baby.
Next
There he is.
episode, we'll be talking about
Black Phone
good
2 and
good
Good
fortune
Fortune.
and Black Phone 2, which is my indie pick now.
Yeah, you're fucked. Sorry, not gonna happen. Although Halloween, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
It
All
has a
right.
chance. Thanks,
I guess
guys.
go see anything but
Guys,
Tron Ares would
before
be my
before you
suggestion.
end it, before you end
Yeah.
it, I got a
Yeah.
somber thing to talk about here. We got about 12 weeks left of movies. Is there one movie coming out that you're genuinely excited for? Like
Wicked
genuinely?
2.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
I'm
Like the
so
Wicked,
excited for Wicked 2.
Now
Wicked
you
one
see me
was
three. What are you talking
Wicked,
about?
Wicked one was really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not jumping out of my pants to go see Wicked two. Like I'm talking about like
I
Sinners, one
am.
battle after another, like
I
that
jump
type
out of
of a
my
movie.
pants for much less.
I'm just saying, like these next 12 weeks are going to be a drag.
No,
I
there's
don't
a
know.
lot of
I
good
don't
stuff coming
agree. I
out.
don't agree with that at
No,
all. I
no,
mean,
there's
I have
not a lot
to.
of good stuff coming out. That's what I'm trying to tell to you guys. There is not a lot of good stuff. If we have to spend the next 12 weeks talking about good fortune, I'm going to blow my brains out. Like it's a tough ending of the year here.
This is
Really?
gonna be.
Well, I
There's a
guess
bunch of good
I'll
stuff.
have to take a look and we can talk about it more next year because
Zootopia
I
2,
don't remember.
Running
Yeah,
Man, The Housemaid,
I'm
Marty
excited for Running
Supreme.
Man.
Marty Supreme?
No,
No,
don't
a
really
ping
care.
pong movie? Get
Don't
out of
care about
here.
that
Come
one.
on, guys. Have a little
Just because
faith.
Chalamet's in it doesn't mean it's interesting.
Shalom. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, The Wilderness, Stargate
They're remaking
2025.
Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Why?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
that's all they
Why
have,
that
Tony.
one?
Is this thing
That's all
on?
they
I'm
have.
excited for Is This Thing On?
I think
Nobody
that one
else
looks
is.
good, but
But
that's a
really,
low budget comedy. That's not gonna.
my number one movie the rest of the year is 100% Wicked. Act 2 of Wicked is better than Act 1 of
No,
Wicked.
it's not. Oh, it's
Yes, it
not.
is. You've never even seen it.
Yes, I have. It's not better.
It is better. It's going to be darker. Dorothy's going to be wandering around.
Oh, we got Avatar coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yippee.
You're not pumped for your favorite movie of the year, Five Nights at Freddy's 2? What
A
about
new Predator
Anaconda?
movie.
Aren't you running to go see Anaconda?
I First of all, when I was a kid, I loved Anaconda. I
Me
Right.
certainly couldn't stand to watch it again now as an adult. But when I was a
Well,
kid, I loved
dude,
Anaconda.
Anaconda was dope. This is not the Anaconda we remember, though. This is two
No,
idiots.
it's a spoof of Anaconda, which I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, I like all the people involved, but it's a spoof movie. They're
Can I say
spoofing
one thing?
Anaconda.
Can I say one
Yeah,
thing to wrap this up? Because one of you mentioned The Housemaid, which is the Sydney Sweeney movie. When I went and
yeah.
saw Smashing Machine, I actually got there early to see the trailers. The first trailer that came on was a Sydney Sweeney boxing movie, and like the
Oh yeah.
audience is pretty full, so they're like reacting to the trailer and stuff. Like you hear little conversations happening behind you, and then the boxing movie trailer for Sydney Sweeney ended, and then the next trailer that comes up is The Housemaid, and Sydney Sweeney comes on after Amanda Seyfried, and as Sydney Sweeney's face pops up, a lady in the back goes, "Oh, come on." I swear to God.
Oh, one
She's
more question
everywhere.
actually before we go away.
Yeah.
Tony, we had talked about previously last week. We talked about The Wrestler and how that had sort of set the bar for this type of film. Do you think The Smashing Machine is of that same caliber?
No, the Wrestler is a special movie. Smashing Machine is
Okay.
very good. Wrestler is excellent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on. So we'll see you next week.
Okay,
Uh,
bye-bye.
Follow us if you like movies.